Hey guys, how's it going? It's John here from the AnJGaming, and today I'm actually bringing you a tutorial video like the video I did before on how to change your gamma. Got a few good support on it, so I figured I would do another tutorial that is in high demand actually at the moment. It is how to make files smaller on Mac. And I'm talking about image files. So a lot of people, for the new YouTube layout, they want to make huge backgrounds. They just want to do it, and the problem is usually the default of the channel background, the new one, it's usually above 2 megabytes. So as you can see here, I have a plain just rainbow background. As you can see, this isn't big enough yet, so the new YouTube layout is 2120 by 1192. And guys, this tutorial is referring to pretty much all types of image files, not just for the YouTube thing. So I exit out of there. Exit out of there. I go back in, and it's the size. So this is what I learned is very useful. So I go into adjust size, and as you can see, it is 294 gigabytes. So if I go into adjust color, so note it is right now, it is 294. So we have this. We can turn up the exposure. So turn up the exposure and turn it down. I would suggest turn it down because if you see you turn it down, it gets a really good fancy effect where it darkens the edges over here. It just looks nice. And by doing this, it's taking those kilobytes out of your photo, so it's getting smaller. So you can turn down the contrast a bit. I wouldn't suggest it though. You can turn it down. I would say just about here, just when it's beginning to fade off, because I wouldn't turn the contrast really low down. If you did that, then there's no reason to have the exposure on. So you can turn the highlights up. There's not really, all it does is kind of darken it, give it a fancy effect. Shadows, it kind of just brightens it. Saturation, this is a big one. It basically, if you put it like this, it saturates it all, and you can make it black and white if you want. I would suggest keeping it at the middle mark, or if you need to make it really small, a bit behind here, because it makes it into a black and white if you put it all the way down, and it just looks bad. So the temperature, that doesn't really matter, it just kind of makes it brighter. And so this is the hot temperature, and this is the cold, so it doesn't really matter. I would suggest keep it at the middle, and then tint, it just changes it random colors. And sepia, this is what makes it turn into a very small file. This is what I did for my other channel, because I had a 3.5 megabyte file for my channel art, and that just wouldn't work, so I had to change it to sepia, and it actually looked pretty nice. I would stay away from sharpness, because that's what adds on to your file a lot. So if I exit out of here, and I go back into my tools, and I adjust the size, it is 271 excuse me, kilobytes. And as you can see, it's 294. Now, if you have a bigger file, like 3.5 megabytes, it'll definitely be much more tremendous than just maybe 20 kilobytes. Definitely. So if I go out of here, this is another way to do it. I've heard you can do this, change it to a JPEG, but I'm not very sure of that. I won't suggest it because it saves into a crappy format. And this is the other way I know. If you have Adobe Photoshop, that's good. If you don't have it, then just skip this part, and the other part should benefit you well, but doing both of them never hurts. So say you are making a photo in Adobe Photoshop. So, okay, I have this in here, and then when I want to save it, I go to save for web, because if I just saved it, it would be a huge file that's about, like, I think so, if I go to the original, it would have been 7.23 megabytes, and this isn't how big your file is, it's just what Adobe does, because Adobe just saves your files in huge formats. So if I go to the optimized one that it's going to make for me, you can see it's a bit lighter, but you can see it's only 1 megabyte, so that's definitely better than 7 megabytes. So if I save that, and if I save it as, yeah, that, and I save it there, and I replace it, because I already did one earlier, but I forgot to turn my audio when I was recording. As you can see here, it's a 2120 by 1192, and if I adjust the size, it is 1 megabyte. Well under the limit for YouTube, or pretty much any other file, pretty much any other website where you have to share files. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and please subscribe for more. Tell me in the comments what other tutorials you would like me to do, and peace off, guys.